Hi guys, Spartan765 here today. Today I'm doing a gunsmithing tip, or not really a tip, well, tip to a builder, someone who's building a AR maybe for their first time or whatever, but more so to help people solve an issue. If you ever bought an AR, an AK, or anything with a threaded muzzle device that it would not shoot accurately, like you were getting, the best you could do at 100 meters would maybe be 8 inches, 6 inches, or maybe even worse than that. Today I'm going to address a common problem that a lot of people who aren't apt with gunsmithing or who might not know a whole lot, kind of address the issue. And I've seen this time and time again, and you will see this mainly from, lower end manufacturers, people that are home builders. I've seen it a few times from home builders, and that is an over-torqued muzzle device. Now, an over-torqued muzzle device, what that can do is it'll stretch the barrel. Okay, now a AR-15 flash suppressor or a flash hider or a compensator like on this C39 should not be torqued any more than 15 to 20 foot-pounds. Any more than that, and you're risking the barrel. Now, when I bought this particular C39, I had noticed, this probably isn't going to show up in the video, but right here you can see where the metal is kind of, squished down or, knurled over a little bit, which is probably from when the person that put this together torqued it on there with. Now, I did notice that the barrel had stretched a little bit from this. Very, very, very minutely, very hard to see. This gun will do open sights at about 100 yards, or 100 meters, 110 yards, will do about 3 inches, which isn't too bad for an AK, but considering my Lancaster AK with a match-grade barrel, I can do MOA with that at 100 meters. So this really isn't that bad. I really haven't experimented with different types of ammunition, but I'm going to tell you the horror story of the stretched barrel that I had. But actually, before I tell you that, I'm going to go into exactly how to tell if your rifle has this and what to do about it. Now, what you're going to want to do is obviously make sure your gun's unloaded before you do this and look down the barrel. What you're going to want to do, pull your bolt back, put a bore light in there. If you don't have a bore light, put a piece of paper towel in there, something white, hold the bolt open, and look down using a light to flash on it, on the paper towel. Now, what you will notice if you have an over-torqued flash suppressor that has caused damage to the barrel by stretching the barrel, you'll notice about a ½ an inch down, or pretty much, you'll notice here the threads start right about here and they end right about there. You'll notice looking in the barrel, a ½ inch down, you will see a faint, maybe more visible, but a circular ring that goes around the inside of the rifling. I really don't know a better way to describe that. It literally looks like how the rifling twists like this. You will see a ring, a circular ring. That sounded really retarded, circular ring, but that is what it is. You'll see pretty much a ring around right where the muzzle device tightens down to either the barrel or, in this case, the front sight. Now, if you see that ring, that means that your barrel has been stretched. And start going into the horror story now of where I saw this. Back in February, I purchased a Bushmaster ACR Enhanced. Now, we're talking about a $2,100 gun. Very happy with the rifle. Got it home, and about 3 days later, took it and cleaned it. I do the first clean, and looked in the barrel and noticed very, very visibly that circular ring, and you could actually see where the rifling was actually slightly deformed, which was visible to the naked eye. Even if the rifling isn't actually, you can't actually see the rifling where it's actually seems like it's twisted a little bit. Even if you can't see that, if you still have that circular ring, it's still deformed a little bit, which can still cause accuracy issues. But this one was stretched considerably, where you could actually see that the rifling was actually rotated, slightly turned slightly more. I don't really know a better way to describe that. But anyway, didn't even bother shooting the gun, because I've seen this times and times before. I called up Bushmaster, sent it in. First, I had to send it in to a gunsmith in this area to have it verified that that was a real issue. Okay, that's just stupid. Why not send it to the factory, and the factory can do that? So anyway, after about 4 weeks of waiting, they finally get to it, and they say, yes, that's what's wrong with it. And they send it to Bushmaster. And then, ever since then, and it is now July 8th? 7th? No, July 8th. And I still have not gotten my gun back. I've been getting the runaround. Apparently they moved factories. And I've been told that they're ordered a replacement gun and it is processing. And that hopefully I should ship within 3 to 4 weeks. Well, isn't that nice? So it's been going to be over 6 months since I've had my ACR. I'll probably get it back when the summer's over, so won't really get much time to shoot it at all. Yay, Bushmaster. Now, I would just ask for my money back, but Bushmaster's the only company that makes an ACR. Remington does too, but you can only buy the Bushmaster one, the civilian version. I would just ask for my money back, but I really want the ACR. It's a fantastic weapon system. It's just I got a bum rifle. Oddly enough, mine was made in 2010. I don't know how I got one made in 2010, brand new, even after the scare. The ammo scare, assault weapon thing, scare of 2012, 2013. But anyway, so I'm still waiting to get my ACR back. It's going to get inspected and inspected again. I was ensured that when I get it back, it'll be perfect. Well, hopefully I get it back so I can actually shoot it sometime this summer at the range versus, having to go out in the cold in the winter. But anyway, so that was long-winded. But the stretched muzzle, or stretched barrel due to an over-torqued muzzle device, if your gun is not shooting accurately at all and you just can't figure it out, that's probably what's wrong with it. And I have seen home builds, the guys that brought me, they've built them themselves, and they were just run off the idiot theory of, oh, I'm just going to tighten it down till I can't tighten it anymore, and then it's good enough. No. If you're going to build a gun and you're going to do that, you're fucking retarded. Sorry, but you're retarded. There's torque specs for a reason on these things. I mean, anytime I build an AR, an AK, anything, it is torqued to spec. So either if it's for me that's going to work reliably, or if it's for a buddy or somebody else, it's going to work good for them too, and they're going to be happy with it versus pissed. But anyway, if you're having accuracy issues with your rifle and you just can't figure it out, try looking down the barrel, see if you have that little, I like to call it the ring of death, because it means your rifle's pretty much fucked. Most manufacturers will take that back, and it's fully covered under warranty, obviously, because it's not your fault. But yeah, that's the video. Spartan765 out.